read a second time. I call the member for Newtown.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. I rise to make a brief contribution to the Independent Commission Against Corruption Amendment Bill, and wish to note that Jamie Parker, the member for Balmain, my Greens colleague, outlined the serious concerns the Greens have with this bill. I wish to speak briefly because I wish to put on record my serious concern that what we have seen in this place today is a suspension of standing orders to introduce amendments to the Independent Commission Against Corruption legislation. I think it's really important for us to look at this and to consider what is going on here. The key fact is that this is an independent body to provide oversight on one of the most serious issues that can be faced by this Parliament and that we can all be faced as members of Parliament, and that is to ensure that the workings of the New South Wales Parliament and of us as members of Parliament are not corrupt. That is independent oversight to ensure that we are not corrupt. The fact that instead of having the time to consider this bill, the fact that instead of having the time to be able to actually show it to the community, to have that debate in the public, we are seeing it rushed through by this government. We are seeing, in fact, interference with that independence by the amendment that is being made that will see the Commissioner being removed, the current Commissioner being removed, and a new Commission set up in its place. And I think that it's really important to put on our record and just make sure that people realise that actually what we are stuffing around with here, what we are actually playing with here, is the independence. Because the moment we start seeing whoever is the government of the day being able to bring in amendments to ICAC, by suspending standing orders when the government of the day has the numbers and make those changes when it doesn't have the support of the opposition, that is the moment we see the question about the independence. And I hear the other side are talking about the fact the government are calling this fact that this is democracy. Reality is that we need to ensure that there is independence. And when we see in this place being rushed through a change to the body that is supposed to be independent, that is supposed to oversee and be the corruption watchdog to make sure that the wrongdoing that has happened as a result of members in this place and their actions in the past do not happen again, then we must be very concerned. As the member for Balmain said, it is a sign of arrogance. And I think that even if there are no bad intentions from the government in introducing this legislation here tonight, even if there are no bad intentions, then I think at least the perception of what is going on here should be something that everyone on the government benches reflects on, because it's the perception of interference with the independence of ICAC that we should all be concerned about. We have seen the damage that corruption has done to this state. We have seen the damage that the corruption in this state has done to our community and to the standing and the respect that the community has for us and for the people that make decisions in this Parliament. And it is not for us to rush through these changes. It is not for us to interfere with the independence of ICAC. And I think that it is most concerning, even if there are no bad intentions, that that perception is there.